Update. Finished this hat. Made two of these actually because I made one for myself because I loved it so much. I did all 7 colors with indigo. I have a gray one, which is the 6 bold colors, and this is more muted colors with the black. So, yay! Those are done. Finished reading the rules of magic. Now I'm going to reread Practical Magic. Super fun. Alright, hey, so this is the vlog for looking at my calendar. I'm going to be talking about the 10th and the 11th, and today's the 12th. Alright, so on the 10th, what I want to talk about is that we went to see a concert in Cleveland. We went to see Philip Phillips, who I had never heard of before, at least not by name, although it turns out a lot of his music is playing on the radio lately, and I guess he was on or won American Idol? I don't know. I don't watch American Idol anymore, but so my partner's mom and some friends were going to go because they love Philip Phillips, and a couple of them couldn't go, so they gave us the tickets. We love live music, so we looked it up and we were like, oh yeah, we've heard some of these songs like Home and Unpack Your Heart and stuff like that. So we went to this concert, and it's always interesting going to see live music because what I have noticed lately, since we go to a lot of concerts now in the area, that it's something that I never really did before. I never really had the opportunity to, but now since we're here in the city, like, live music happens all the time. So it's really interesting going to see different things and kind of getting to know the style of the act that you're going to see before you even hear them based on the audience that shows up to see them. Like, it's so different and so interesting. Like, some shows that we'll go to, everyone shows up in, like, goofy clothes, right? Like, specifically on purpose, real funky stuff, like suits made of all different color fabric or, like, interesting prints, or a lot of people who will show up in different character onesies or dressed up in costume as characters and stuff like that, or like some of the shows that we go to that clearly are more like new agey kind of music and more earth-centered and like hippie-friendly, so everybody shows up wearing like hemp, tie-dye, rainbow, like very much my style of like stuff that I wear, especially in the summer. And then there's like Philip Phillips, who we go to see, and so many of the audience members, I am not kidding you, were wearing like a uniform of a gray top, blue jeans, and white sneakers. Like, that was just the style of so many people. And I was like, alright, so I'm like starting to get an idea. But yeah, so obviously I knew some of the songs, and I like them. They're pretty catchy. That's why they're played on the radio. They're really popular. Really repetitive, kind of simple stuff that is easy to get stuck in your head. A lot of the songs that he played that we had never heard before that aren't really on the radio were some of the best things that we heard. So that's always interesting. Like, the things that become popular for people that get played on the radio that hook people in are sometimes very predictable. This is not about Phil specifically, but just in general, you know, when you hear things on the radio, it's the things that are crowd pleasers, it's the things that are going to appeal to the widest audience, right? Because that's how they want to snatch people up and get them to like certain artists. And then the other songs that they play that are going to be on their albums, that they're going to tour around the country, they can have really different sounds. And so it was pretty cool. He played a lot of different things that were pretty different styles that we really enjoyed. And also, I mean, obviously I don't know the guy. I only have seen him once, but he puts on a good live show, and he, in a lot of his mannerisms and the way that he acted, and even a little bit in his spoken, the accent that he has with his speaking voice, which is not as a distinct when he sings, reminded me a lot of my younger brother. And so it was very much like this he's very goofy on stage. Like, he has a sense of humor. He seems like a funny guy. And it really reminded me of my younger brother a lot of the time, where he would kind of, like, make fun of something, or just the way that he jokes, but in a totally, like, serious tone. Yeah, that happened. And, yeah, so it was a good time. So that was the first thing I wanted to update you guys about. That was on the 10th. Yesterday, I spent the day, or at least part of the day, we had to run errands and do, like, grocery shopping and go to the bank and stuff like that. But part of the day, we were going to hang out with my grandma, because we don't get to go back out that way where I used to live to see my grandma as often anymore, because my partner's work schedule is different. And, so we showed up there in the morning, and we were hanging out with my cousin. My littlest cousin was at school, obviously. We don't always go there on a weekday. We've been going on weekends, so they would all be there, and we would hang out with everybody. But it was a weekday, so only my cousin was home, getting ready for work. And so we were hanging out with her, waiting for Grandma to wake up. Because it was like 10 in the morning, and she was still asleep. And I was like, she must have been up really, really late, because Grandma stays up really late sometimes. She's like me. We're all just a bunch of night owls. And so 10 o'clock goes by, 11 o'clock goes by, she's still asleep, and we were planning on leaving at 2. So, like, noon goes by, she's still asleep. I'm like, I don't want to wake her up, because I don't want to make her upset, you know? So she woke up a little after noon, and we got to spend about an hour and a half hanging out with Grandma before we had to go, because we had to make sure that we could get to the bank before it closed and stuff like that. So, yeah, minimal hanging out with Grandma yesterday. And then today, I have been updating things on my new phone. I finally got a new phone. So I'm on a plan with my mom, and we were both due for an upgrade. So since my old phone broke, and just to recap, to remind you what happened, the power button on my old phone broke. So I could no longer lock and unlock the screen, and then I could no longer turn the phone on once it had turned off. So, yeah, and weird, you know how normally when your phone's off but you put it on the charger, it'll still light up on the screen and show you that it is charging? Well, my phone wouldn't do that. So then, like, when the power button was no longer working, it wasn't doing that, so I wasn't even able to keep it charged just in case something happens, just in case it was a glitch and I could get the power button working again. I wanted to keep it charged, but it won't tell me whether or not it's charging now, so I don't know if it just completely died or what. But because of all that, and because it was sudden, I didn't know that I was going to be upgrading my phone, so I didn't back everything up. I didn't transfer things to a flash drive or to my computer, like all my old photos and everything that's on that phone. And I had that phone for like 4 years, because I skipped an upgrade. I was due for an upgrade way earlier than now, and I just didn't get around to getting it, and there was nothing wrong with the phone, so I just kept using it. And, yeah, so there's like 4 years worth of photos and stuff like that on that phone. Really, the ones that I'm most worried about eventually getting are like my pictures of Sierra, my old cat, and all the pictures that I've taken of Dawn since I adopted her, because those are not anywhere else. Other things, a lot of them are already posted on Instagram. Some of them are things that I've posted on Facebook that I just keep on my phone so that I can keep using them for stuff, but a lot of them I can get elsewhere. Just like mostly the pictures of my family and of my cats that I can't get. So I'm hoping if I go to a Verizon store, they'll be able to do something with it, even though, like, because I can't use the cord to transfer things from my old phone to the new phone, because the old phone has to be on in order for, like, Smart Switch to work. You have to actually be accessing an app on the old device and on the new device, and I can't turn on my old phone. So all of that is out the window. I can't do anything with it. So, as a result, also, I've been today, like, adding all my apps that I use onto this phone and realizing, like, some of them, like the yoga app that I use, you actually create an account, and so I was able to just sign into my account on my new phone, and all my progress was saved. Thank goodness, because I'd have to like earn a lot of the points again and earn a lot of the stickers again. But then on the other hand, with like the meditation app that I was using, not only did I never sign up officially, so I couldn't just log in and have all my progress be saved, so not only would I have to completely have to restart all my progress there, re-earn all of the points and stickers that I had earned, like little milestones, but they've also updated the app like crazy, and it looks completely different, and I'm like, whoa. Like, I only haven't had a phone for 3 weeks, but apparently that app never updated for me, so I don't know when they did all those updates and changes, but I've still been using the app with the old way it looked, but then the new one that I put on here looks totally different, and it's just like, whoa, I don't even know if I want to bother with this anymore, you know? So yeah, so I downloaded Instagram again. I updated Instagram today to let people know why I was gone for 3 weeks, because I was pretty active on Instagram, so I updated all that to let people know. I downloaded my Etsy app again so that I can get notifications when I make sales again, because when I didn't have a phone, I had to remember to go on my computer and check the website manually, which is like, oh my god, how difficult is that? It's not difficult at all, but it's something that I just got out of the habit of doing, you know? So that's been a lot of the past 3 weeks of me not having a phone, has been realizing how many things I put out of my mind that I don't have to go and check all of these things on a daily basis, because I know when I make a sale on Etsy, I will get a notification on my phone. And so when there are no notifications, I know that there are no sales that I have to worry about. So I don't have to think about it. It's really convenient for me because I can just focus on other things. Whereas when I didn't have the phone, it took me like 4 days to realize, oh my gosh, I'm not getting notifications from Etsy. What if people have ordered stuff and I haven't realized it for 5 days? So then I went on and checked, and I hadn't missed anything. But, you know, that's a moment where you're like, oh, shoot. And it was the same thing with my emails, because I got used to getting notifications of emails on my phone. But I actually think I'm not going to do that. The only reason I ever did that was for stage managing, so that I could be at rehearsal, and when rehearsal starts, I can check my email to see if any of my actors told me that they were running late or weren't going to be able to get there or something like that. But otherwise, I really don't like dealing with emails on my phone. I would much rather like set aside a time of day to sit down at my computer and check email, and like this is the time devoted to that. I actually like doing that when I go to the library. Yeah, so I might not worry about that a whole lot on my phone. So this has been an opportunity to kind of look at how I'm spending my time on my phone and how I might like to change things to make it more suited to how I want to spend my day, you know? So, like, I re-downloaded my tarot card app. It's just Rider-Waite Tarot app that gives me a tarot card of the day, because I like that. But then someone said the app has been updated and it no longer gives a notification at the beginning of every day. So if it doesn't do that, then that's going to defeat the purpose, because I'm not going to remember to open up the app and get the card of the day every day. It was cool because when I wake up in the morning, I would have a push notification at the top of my screen, and I could look at the card of the day first thing in the morning, or when I, you know, whenever throughout the day. So yeah, and I'm like re-downloaded all the things that I need, like my Patreon app, my Etsy app, my Messenger, Instagram, stuff like that. But then thinking about like, what other things maybe do I not need to re-download, because they've updated a lot of things and I'm going to have to restart all my progress, so maybe I'll just try a new app instead of the same one, or maybe I just don't do one at all, you know. So, yeah, that's what I've been doing today. And also texting my mom, because my mom got the same phone. So this is the S9. She got a deal by buying 2 of them. They gave her a little bit of a discount, so that's awesome. We both got it in lilac purple, as far as I know. So I have to get a case. Oh, and they've changed the charging port size. So none of my old Samsung charging cords that I have lying around will work with this, which is annoying because I bought a bunch of them like at the dollar store so I could keep one in my purse, one in my car, one in the living room, one in the bedroom, you know. So now I only have one that'll work with this phone until everywhere catches up and offers them so I can buy more, because this is the newest model. I've never had the newest phone. Never. I've always had, like, the last phone I had was the S4. And so I would always just upgrade to whatever was free for our account, which would be like whatever was a few models back. So it would be like if I had the S4, it might offer me the, I don't know, was there an S5? It might have offered me the S5 or the S6 without changing the bill that we pay at all. Whereas this increased the bill by, you know, X amount of dollars, whatever. But because she got a deal doing both of them, it doesn't increase the bill by that much because they were doing a sale. It was actually going to be buy one, get one free, but we were a few days too late to qualify for the buy one, get one free, but there was still a partial discount. So she was like, let's just do it. We never get the brand new phone. Let's just have the newest phone for once in our lives. And so I was like, all right, Mom, okay, thank you. So now we have the exact same phone with the exact same features, so we're looking at all the like crazy things that it does and like the things that we can send back and forth and stuff. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. I just gave my mom like a video tour of my apartment because she doesn't remember getting the pictures that I sent her when we moved in last year, and she hasn't been here yet because she's coming to visit this year again, but hasn't been here yet. So I just gave her like a video tour, and she's sending me pictures like of her patio and her garden and everything like that. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to make something to eat and warm up my tea, and I don't know what I'll do. Upload this video? Maybe? Work on some other stuff? There's a million things I could do at any point, any day, so I just gotta, like, pick a task out of the hat sometimes, it feels like. So thanks for watching. I know I missed a few days there, but I also haven't been feeling well. I am feeling a little bit better, and now I have a phone again. So you'll see me on Instagram again, although maybe not as much. Maybe I'll try to leave the phone down every once in a while. So maybe this 3 weeks without a phone has been good. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Until then, don't forget to be awesome, blessed be, and goodbye.